Welcome back to Devlog 2. Or, well, not welcome back to. Welcome to Devlog 2. You know, I'm terrible at this. Basically, I'm just going to show you what happened. Basically, I'm going to start off by saying the old project that I showed you in the literal. The thing I showed you last month got yeeted. For reasons I'm not going to go into, really. I had computer issues, and I ended up replacing a part. Actually, two parts. I replaced my power supply and my graphics card. And now everything's great. I'm going to show you what I've done again, because I've had to redo everything. So let me just show you. I've got this main menu here, which just has some basic buttons that are very, very temporary right now. And that fucking fill is ridiculous. I need to fix that. But I can press play. It loads me in. It gives me, you can see at the top left, I've got some basic Realm UI. At the top middle, I've got my starter element. At the bottom left, I've got my key. And obviously I have my health in the bottom middle. I have a couple of little buttons. I can add key to myself. I can subtract key. I can give myself max key, which if you look at the top left, right now, the only requirement for realms is max key. So I can progress through all the realms. And if I press I can actually show you my stats. I have some very shitty stat UI going on here, but it does what it does. It does what it needs to do. I can hurt myself. I can heal myself. If I were to take all my health away, I would die. I won't do that right now. I've got a random starting element. Demon. Don't worry about that. I'm not really sure what I'm going to go with. I just threw a bunch of random stuff in there for now. I don't know how permanent anything is. But, yeah. It basically gives you a random element at the start of every game. You can progress realms. The realm progression scales. So, like, the more realms you progress, the higher the requirement is for things to, for you to hit the next realm. I am fucking tripping balls right now. I just want you to know. That's why I am having so much trouble speaking. My original starting zone is gone now, unfortunately. I also have, I re-added the key UI, the pill furnace UI as well. So I could make some pills here, and it tells me I made some pills. It tells me every time I click the button whether or not I made a pill or not. I can fix that later. I really just threw the furnace in because I had the model. I didn't really do anything with it yet. I've been more focused on the actual cultivation of your character because I want... Oh my god, I'm on 1 HP. Dead. I've been more focused on the cultivation of the character because I want there to be an actual progression system soon. I want there to actually be a way to play my game. Because right now, there's just a bunch of stuff in it, and I need to start actually thinking about, alright, the first minor realm, what is that going to look like? How is the progression of that realm going to look? And then I need to start thinking about the actual story, and how I'm going to introduce all of this to you, and how I'm going to unleash you into the open world that is going to be this MMO, where you will go and you will do all this stuff. I also need to re-add alchemy and enlightenment. I do not have those anymore. Those are gone. I guess I could show you my metahuman. I just made like a really basic MetaHuman. I don't even think I messed with it that much. I had a lot of trouble getting it in. Again, it's not out fully. It's in beta, so they're not perfect yet. And I could also be really stupid, so I don't even know if it was a me problem or if it was Unreal having the issue. But it took like 2 weeks for this MetaHuman to show up in my Quixel Bridge. But it's here now, and if it loads... What are my future plans? I'm going to, as I've stated, I'm going to focus on the cultivation aspect. Before I was doing a bunch of, like... I wasn't really sure where to start, but I think cultivation is a great place to start. Just really work on the realms and making requirements to level up through the realms. I think that's just going to be really important, so I'm going to have to do that pretty much first, and then I'll maybe think about like modeling out a very basic test world. Progression is going to be a huge thing. I'm probably going to have to add some form of combat as well, because not only do I feel like it'll make the game feel better right now, because right now it's not a game, right? It's just an environment, right? That's the best way I could describe it, I think. I'm working on it. It's going slow right now, but I'm still kind of learning how things work. Like, I still need to learn how Niagara works. I barely know how Niagara works. Once I can do Niagara, I'll be able to add all sorts of effects and animations and stuff. And I'm practicing modeling in Blender, so I'll be able to do that as well. Alright, fucking the last time, I'm gonna dock this bit. It actually worked. Okay. So if we go into the viewport, you can see Mr. Wang Xian here as soon as he loads in. See, he's very Asian, and he is very white. And I don't mean that in the racial sense, obviously. I mean his attire and his hair and his eyebrows. His eyes are not white, though. They are, I believe they're like green, but they look like greenish yellow or something. This is going to be the new character I use. He's going to be the very basic beginning to my character, to my game. Like, obviously later I'm going to try and make like a way to at least choose a couple different presets. Like, I don't know how in depth I'm going to be able to go with this, because it is just me, inevitably, and the reality is I can only do so much by myself, and I don't have any way to pay anyone to help me, and no one in the right mind would work for free. Maybe one day I can, if I get enough support, I can get some donations going or something, and if people like this game, they can support me a little bit. But right now it's just me, and I have to think within the reality of my own abilities, which I would love to say I could just make a full character creation screen like Fallout 4, but I have severe doubts that I would be able to do that by myself. It's time to go for me. I'll be keeping you guys up to date every month or so, like I said. Hopefully I can power through this learning curve and actually start developing this game.
Have you ever had a dream that you want him to do you so much you could do anything?